Welcome to Al's Down Under. Tonight, we're drinking some Yuengling. Yuengling, or as the people in Philadelphia would say, hey, give me a lager. So, I understand Yuengling has 4 different types of beer. I don't know, I could be way off. I only have 3 of them. They have their traditional lager. They have a porter. This is the Hershey's chocolate version of that porter. And then they have a black and tan, which is a combination of their porter and their traditional lager. We'll see how it is. I'm not going to pretend in the slightest that I have a clue what I'm talking about. So we are joined tonight by Uncle Paul. This would be my wife's uncle. And somehow he got a bust made. I don't know how I can do it. How do you get a bust made, man? I mean, dude. And with that mustache, I am thoroughly impressed. All right, so Yuengling, lager, glass. Try not to pour it quite so hard. It's a nice glass of beer. I'm not going to drink the whole thing. Paul, I would pour some for you, but, well, lacking the requisite opposable thumbs, it's going to be very hard. So I'll drink it for you. All right. You know, lagers are lagers, of course. It's a pretty obvious thing. So, Paul, tell us a little bit about yourself while you're here. Because it is kind of exciting to have you here. You're an unexpected guest, I have to say. They didn't tell me like a year ago that I was going to have a bust of my wife's Uncle Paul at the bar. But, you know, when your alternative is everybody hanging out at the Temple Bar in Dublin for St. Patrick's Day, well, I can't be there, so what the heck, might as well bring it here. It's kind of cool. You didn't drink a lot of beer, I understand. That's too bad. You are much more of a New York-centered person. Your whole family was Harlem, Long Island, Eastern PA, but I think even though you were in Pennsylvania, I think you guys are more New York-centered. So I have a feeling that when Philadelphia and New York sports teams play, you're probably on the side of the sports teams. So maybe I could guess you're a Yankees fan? All right, I did that on purpose. I happen to know, I have it on good authority, that Uncle Paul here is not a Yankees fan. He and his brothers are Mets fans, and Paul, God rest your soul, but I understand some of you is actually still at the old Shea Stadium. Cheers to the Mets. Now, I happen to be a Boston Red Sox fan, so as of 1986, I'm not so fond of the New York Mets. We'll just leave it at that. Congratulations to you guys. Let's raise a glass. Bill Buckner, God rest your soul. Here's to you. You did your best. I used to drink, yeah, you can close your ears. I used to drink a lot of Coors Light. No, that's not really beer. I get it. I do now. Yuengling's not my favorite either. Let's do the black and tan next to kind of drift over toward the dark side. I know it seems like I'm kind of going fast through this. Well, what am I supposed to do with it? Seriously, am I supposed to pretend I know what I'm doing? I can taste the differences between beer? I mean, I can taste the difference. I mean, I do have my preferences, but I don't know, this is all part of the pretentious alcohol reviews. And by pretentious, I mean pretend. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I have a glass that says Yuengling on it and a bottle that says Yuengling on it. I put the two of them together. I feel like the guy in the Planet Fitness commercial. I pick things up and put them down. Yeah, I got a bottle that says Yuengling and a glass that says Yuengling. I guess I'm supposed to put them together in some manner. All right, so black and tan. I will offer a thought. It's not like I've never drank beer before and I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, you're right, I don't know what I'm talking about. That reminds me of a quick story. When I was in school, there you go, Mediterranean, please. That's how it worked. Years later, I was working with a bunch of Canadians, and I never had a Yuengling when I was in college. I work with a bunch of Canadians now. I'm sensing a theme. All right, so that wasn't bad. Had a little bit of an edge, like almost like a hoppy edge, but it didn't have any of that hoppy sweetness, that fruitiness that I get from hops. I know a guy named Hop. I'm noting a trend here too. All right, so let's get into the porter, the chocolate porter. Now I will say this is not like their regular porter, but I'll tell you this. I like porters and I like stouts because, as I like to say, I like my beer like I like my women, dark and exotic. Now, I don't know what it is about Hershey syrup that makes me think that this is dark and exotic. I also don't know why anybody would put Hershey syrup into a beer. Worse yet, why I bought it. That smells like Hershey's chocolate syrup. You could put this next to a glass of chocolate milk on your table. Yeah, you know what? You're right. Your niece, my wife, we ran across this one day in the grocery store, Fox's You Bet. I'd never heard of this stuff before. Yeah, I know. I'm not from New York City. I'm from Western New York, out near Buffalo, which is really just another part of Ohio when it comes right down to it. Oh, that tastes just like the syrup. Do I not even taste alcohol anymore? That's not bad. I don't taste a stout beer. This is just drinking beer that tastes like milkshake. Here's to the chocolate syrup king, Fox's You Bet. Good night, Moon.